What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 80 of my Total Warhammer 3 Boris Ursus and RuinousInsight campaign. So as we saw last time, a stroke of luck saw us destroy the forces belonging to the ogres here, and it was really nice as once again we did not have to go around chasing them. And now Beledna the Defender is ready to hit Erengrad and, well, hopefully defend it against these other ogre stacks, though there are plenty of them. And oh, look at this, they have undead units, including a black coach in this particular army. That's actually pretty interesting. I didn't even realize that the ogres and the vampires were allied, although you would think that the ogres would be reasonably up to vampiric influence, so that makes sense to me. In addition to that, Tsarina Katrin is now ready to go as a full-fledged army and had her first battle against Manfred von Karstein, wherein she acquired his defeat trait and allows us to hopefully move through his territories without suffering too much attrition. We'll see about that. Actually be curious to see how much attrition we take, but there isn't a lot of vampiric attrition until we actually hit Castle Drakenhof, which is doubled up on Slaneshan Vampire, which, you know, feels pretty right. Also, in addition to that, between the episodes, I went ahead and did a lot of admin work. Specifically, I went ahead and reassigned all of the items to Frost Maidens and pretty much all the Lords and Heroes, or at least most of the Lords and Heroes. In addition to that, I went through the ancillaries and deleted approximately 80% of them, or salvaged them, for 100 bucks each. And that gave us about 14,000 extra gold between the episodes. There were just so many useless vodka distillers and other sorts of things that we had approximately 20 copies of or so, that just gave us a lot of money. Maybe I should have done that earlier when we were hurting for cash, but oh well. I do think somebody suggested it, but then I completely forgot about it, A, and then B, at the time, I didn't really want to go through all those ancillaries because it was just too much. Anyway, I believe that's it in terms of what we have to do. Everything's built, everything is moved, everything's ready to go for next turn, so let's get right to it and hope we can find some more battles. Ooh, wait. One thing, though, I want to double check on war coordination. One more turn, okay. I'm hoping for some increase in the ability to build more types of allied things. Also, you will give us global recruitment access, which means whatever the dwarfs can build, though unfortunately it doesn't look like they're actually able to build anything in terms of artillery at the current time. But still, if they could just somewhere build a build an Ironbreaker building, oh, that would be just amazing. I would really love to be able to build Ironbreakers. Would be glorious. But anyway, we'll see. We will see. Oh, and also, per somebody's comment, I guess it would have been useful to keep around the lizards just to have their, just to have access to their outpost units, although, yeah, it would depend on if they actually had a dino building or not, and I don't remember whether they did. If they did, might have been nice to have the ability to get a few dinos, though I don't know whether they would have been better than our current elemental bears. Nonetheless, I think we're okay, plus this makes this a very good money-making province at 3,200 before a lot of stuff is even built. Anyway, let's go to the next turn, and then let's see what we can do. A Rebel Warp Liquor, what you gonna do? Now you're gonna go back here. Alrighty, well anyway, while the turn is ending, and I know I haven't done this in a while, but every 5 episodes I used to remind you guys to not forget to drop those likes and comments. I'm just gonna do this right now, even though it's been like dozens of episodes since, mostly because this campaign obviously has been won, and it'll go on for as long as there's interest, essentially, so just don't forget to drop those likes and comments if you're enjoying it. Anyway, oh, ambush foiled on Uragni, damn. And on Beledna. We had good luck last episode, and not such good luck this one. I guess Ranald favored us last time, and not this time. It's okay. Give chase to Spurt Mildew, please. Maybe the next ambush will not get so foiled. Wait, how can you get any closer? I mean, you get slightly closer, but it might be so close that you won't be able to catch him. Ambush foiled, eh? Yeah. Ready for duty, Vladimir Talov, Committee for State Security. Ooh, corruption reduction and help it. Swell. I actually don't remember if we read this before. The patriarchs descend upon every home, rooting through drawers and overturning bookshelves in search of any hint of heresy. Countless Kislevites are dragged from their beds and executed. Who can say how many were innocent? Nevertheless, purity, or at least terrified obedience, is restored. Swell. That's just swell. Let's ambush you, Crackadreck. Well, hold on. For as long as you can. We gotta get that growth up and running. 15 turns is not good enough. We really need this, this chaos corruption to go. I do wonder, how much of this is being provided by characters? -5. Buildings 7? What buildings? What are you talking about? Oh, from the Winter Pyre. Yeah, damn. Yeah, chaos corruption. Unfortunate. Also, you don't have a new plague, but you do continue to have chaos attrition. Yeah, fair enough. Alrighty, also Ice Court, we have another choice here. As always, we'll go for Eldritch Defender for you. Meh. Probably will never be used. And what about you? Growth is great or Economist. You actually are fairly okay with the upkeep and the melee attack, so we will actually probably use you. But nonetheless, we're going to go for Economist. There we are. Alrighty, who's next? Boris, you should be ready to grab an island and then land.
Over the sea.
And then proceed to Greasus. Sail to wreck, and to resolve this once again. These poor garbage little armies, and then take the cash.
They cannot harm.
Alrighty, and treasure. Oh, we didn't need that bonus experience at all. Time to land, Boris. There you go. How many more turns do you have the favorable winds on? For a while yet. Alrighty, time to go to Greasus. Oh, damn, we're gonna suffer corruption through here? Oh, well. What can you do? Oh, that actually reminds me, I think, and I could be mistaken, but you, Alexandra Christina, do not have a valet in your army. Take out that. Might want to actually take a few of these things out. Keep the Banner of Eternal Flame, and I think the Banner of Prague. Wait, you don't have magical attacks. Oh, or a casting item. You know what? Let's give you a Snowflake Pendant. Let us... You currently have the Blizzard Brooch, but honestly, it's not that useful for you. I actually forgot. I was going to change up a few of your items. Get yourself a Trickster's Helm, Sword of Bloodshed, 12 and 6... Versus that's not... That doesn't make that much of a difference. Trickster's Helm, Scroll of Leeching... Blizzard Brooch. Damn, we don't have another Talisman of Preservation for you. Oh well, we'll have to give you something else. And that something else is gonna be... No Star Iron Ring. Talisman of Endurance. There you go. Did somebody... Was somebody holding that? Well, if somebody was, it's too late now. Because I don't know who, because I was not paying attention. Oh well. It's the ancillaries that I'm more concerned about. Take out the standard and take out this war banner. Keep the Banner of Eternal Flame. Then we want to give you... Not the Zealot or the Vodka Distillers. At least we don't have a billion of them anymore. Yeah, Valet. And then we want the Campaign Movement Range one. I forgot what their names were. It wasn't Servant. It wasn't Ritual Enforcer, although you probably do want one eventually. I didn't delete any Ritual Enforcers. Oh, Pit Fighter, yes. That's the casualties captured. Riding Master, no. Knight Sword, no. Knight Squire, no. We can't use Kislevite Kossars, apparently. Because that's not Lords, is it? Wait. Oh, you already have one, don't you? Yeah, okay. Edge Wizard, Bailiff, no. Bodyguard, no. Grave Robber, no. Akshina Informant is probably something your heroes are carrying around. Alright, just get yourself a Lichbone Pendant then, for the magical attacks. For now. I might give that to Beledna the Defender later, I'll think about it. It really depends. Also, it looks like Pinforks the Truescent is going to go for Temple of Heimkill. I don't know how long he's going to siege that for. But yeah, we're going to have to try to meet him there with Alexandra Christina. Looks like it's going to be yet another battle at the Temple of Heimkill. At least the garrison is full, but a full stack from the enemy does scare me, nonetheless. Would be unfortunate to lose the Temple of Heimkel after all this. Anyway, that's you guys. Who's up next? Masya Zeglov, you two. I think it's time for you to actually attack. Oh, damn, you actually built stuff? Let's see what they've got in here now. Alright. And they now have 3 Doom Knights and a frickin' Soul Grinder. Alrighty, encircle this. Encircle it. And then you are gonna go into encamp stance, and then together you can siege it for a while. Hopefully, yeah, Pyrrhic victory, which might mean, or at least it should mean, that they won't sally out and defend us. We're going to do some attritioning to them while we heal you up at the same time. I think that's probably a good use of our time. Oh, I didn't even realize you have a Van Horstman. And a Warrior's Bane? Whoa, 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 whoa. I've got to make sure to give that to somebody who actually needs it. Yeah, you guys can... Wait, you're encircled and under siege, but you're not suffering attrition? Would they not be suffering attrition? Maybe they start suffering next turn, I don't know. If I'm not wrong. Hopefully Tzeentch doesn't have some sort of anti-attrition ability that I'm not aware of. Also, you can technically... Now, we don't technically need to do this either, but they get a few more Kossars in here. Kind of a waste of money, but on the other hand, who knows? That's 2 Soul Grinders and 3 Doom Knights, and we have basic trash here, so if nothing else, it'll help out. I don't want to go for a full stack there, because it is indeed a waste of money, but yeah. Although, a full stack might... You know what? The difference between a full stack and a non-full stack is like 1 unit, so just get another one. Screw it. It'll be cheap and effective, and the faster we delete one of these armies, the more money we'll get back anyway. Okay, so that's you guys. Beledna the Defender. You are... Oh, wow. You are able to reach... Skruck. In which case you will draw out 2 enemy armies. You will not, however, be able to reach Scrag. You can reach Skruck, but not Scrag. And I think it's Scrag that we need to reach. So what we're going to do... is we're going to put you a little bit closer. Nothing crazy, but like here, for example. Wait, 50%? Yeah, into 75%. And what I want to do, assuming that they don't attack us next turn, is then attack Scrag and draw out the garrison. It's not much of a garrison, but extra troops between us and them are always going to be welcome. Beledna, you can assault units. You're gonna fail if you try, but wait. You currently have... Let's give you an ancillary. Specifically, we'll give you an old crone, as well as potentially a servant and a bodyguard. Wait, no, we should give the bodyguard to Beledna the crit failure. You can take an Akshina informant, though. And we don't need a step shepherd on you or a priest of Tal. Ataman administrator is useless on you. Well, it's not useless, but you don't need it. You can have a knight's ward. And I think that's all, unless I'm mistaken. Pit fighters, servant. You know what? No, take the servant. You don't need the hedge wizard. You don't need the ritual enforcer. Take the servant. I was actually going to give that ritual enforcer to somebody. Was it Alexandra Castina, perhaps? Vagabond would be useful for you as well. Okay, now that that's it, just so I don't forget, where is Beledna the crit failure? You are also going to get, instead of, let's say, the... Actually, you need everything here, minus the Priest of Tal, but then who's going to hold the Priest of Tal? And then again, devotion gained, who cares? Don't need the Priest of Tal. Let's get you... that bodyguard, because I don't want you to die, and, you know, if anybody needs a bodyguard, it's probably Beledna the crit failure. Okay, where's that B? Right here. Any hero success chance minus 10%. There we go. Hopefully you will continue not dying. Assassinate. Let's get this guy out of here. And, ooh, 2 armies. You're probably going to hit Fort Ostrowsk, eh? Hey, assassinate success chance increase. Beautiful. Well done, Beledna the crit failure, though you will not be able to do anything for 2 turns. Fort Ostrowsk, you are going to get attacked. Probably you might die. There's a good chance, because these guys appear to have a lot of bloodthirsters. Yeah, there's a lot of armies here for Beledna to deal with just by herself. Also, you need to keep trying this. Please just kill this guy. Ah, come on. It's just succeed once, man. Just once. Too bad you can't use that old crone. Ugh. Increase your chance of actually succeeding this. Masya Zeglov, stay where you are. Beledna the Defender, continue doing what you're doing. Alexander Kristina, one more turn until you're ready to go. Beledna Gospodar, you are stuck where you are still. Zarina Katerin, next up. You are gonna move. Oh. You know what we could do? Let's summon a Temp Lord here. Let's say... I don't know. Who's been up before? Marat Fedosov, 20... No, why would we use a level 22? We might actually need to summon him somewhere. Let's summon... you, Vladimir Talov. And what we want to do with you is have you take Kislev while we send the Tsarina out to just take out Fortenhof for us. That would be a better use of our time. Oh, although... if we take Kislev... we'd be able to cross this river. Well, you know what? We might still get some use out of you because you could take Osterwald for us. I do wonder how much damage this is going to do to us, though. Oh, well, let's find out. Watch this guy attack us immediately after. He could probably reach us. I would be curious to see if he does. Well, I guess we'll see. You, move out here. Let's risk it. Go for Kislev. Colonize it. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. We'll have to stay here. And... very possible that he'll attack. Well, if he does, we'll have an epic fight trying to hold on, I guess. You also get upgrades. Kislev, there we go. And then the province is complete, so that's an Awaken the Land as well. Talov, you proceed here. I somewhat regret doing that. Also, you get Best of the Court. No. You're gonna get Frost Affinity so that you can get Shield of Ice next, then Snow Leopard Stock, then we'll go through Best of the Court, and then we will start moving to Renowned and Feared. Gotta make those Ice Guard even cheaper. Evelina Bebchuk, you don't have Guardian Call. That's just bizarre. Oh, but Gust of True Flight. Oh man. I guess we'll still get the level 1 Guardian Call, but damn. You have it, right? You have Guardian Call. Okay, good. At least we have 2 uses of that. Bizarre AI not taking the appropriate picks, but it's always been like that. Anyway, Svetlana Aristo, Belinda the Crit Failure, Bella Ovinko, you try to assassinate, you could try to assault, you could try to steal. What's your chance for assaulting units? 67, actually pretty good on this one. Might be able to assassinate one of these heroes as well. Actually, assassinating a hunter would be pretty damn good. If you manage to pull it off. This is Scrag, so you're gonna fail there, but what... Oh, it's a level 1 hunter, we don't care about that. Wait, actually, wait, no, we can't tell what the level of the hunter is. Because we can only see the Lord's level. I do wonder if assaulting units would be more valuable. Actually, it wouldn't technically do anything because they insta-heal from the camp. What levels are you guys, by the way? 3 and 9. You could try to assassinate these heroes. You'd probably succeed at assassinating this guy and then fail at assassinating this guy. The thing is, we do want it for level ups. I also wanted to use you for stealing stuff. Nah, it doesn't matter. Just try it.
Blizzard claimed.
Yeah, I expected that. It's okay. I'm not gonna make too much of a difference. You guys are all headed up here. What if we tell you to attack these guys? I don't think you will, but you know. Maybe.
The Empire.
And we can't borrow this army, unfortunately. We could borrow this little garbage army, but that does nothing for us. So I just tried for this guy. Oh, or even maybe the camp. Nah, they're not gonna go for the camp. They're probably not gonna go for this either, but... you never know. Maybe they'll draw these guys out. That would be swell if it happened again. Anyway, let's continue. You guys keep sieging. Let's get whatever buildings we need to build, and let's go next turn, hopefully fight something. You were gonna skip on for now. You are not skipping on. Just continue building this church, though I once again do feel like we'll eventually delete it. Alright, Douglas Forest, Sapuxi, yes. Building, defend. Good, and I believe that's it. Also, are we losing public order anywhere? We are in the Goromadny, but we're at max anyway. And at the River Linsk, which is Erengrad, which is not surprising whatsoever. In fact, let's switch you to Purge the Steppes while we're here. I forgot that you were on income from all buildings. Okie dokie, now that's good. Unassigned skill points we will skip. Actually, Beledna, if you're going to fight, and there's a very solid chance that you will fight next turn, we might as well give you your points. You have 2 points to spend, and I was trying to decide between Frostblades and Crystal Sanctuary and Deathfrost, and Frostblades and Crystal Sanctuary just seem like the superior picks. And yeah, Ursun's Protection is very solid as well, but honestly, how often do we use these? Pretty much never. Well, Frostblades occasionally. Crystal Sanctuary extraordinarily rarely. But once again, once we have a bunch of Zargard, it might come in more handy, so we'll do that. Then you, Mr. Patriarch, you already have your Enduring Devotion, you have your Inviolable, so you have the best stuff that you want already. I guess we just move through Devastating Charge then. And you can do the same. Alright, lovely. And that's it, Beledna. Let's see what happens here. I'm excited. Outpost upgrade available. Oh, yes. The question is, do we want to spend money on this? The only thing that is different is allied recruitment is expensive outside of friendly territory. It doesn't actually change. Well, it does help provide garrison at the at our allies' locations. Wait. Allied recruitment, I want to see something. So Vissenland we can't do anything about anymore, at least at the current time. Karakadrin, what do you allow us to build? Oh yay, gyrocopters. Ah, we don't want gyrocopters. Well, we can build some Longbeards, but I don't see why we'd want to over Zargard. I don't think they... yeah. Probably wouldn't be worth it. We could build some Quarrelers if we wanted to build a Kossar stack, but honestly we've gotten enough research to probably not make this worthwhile. It's only very high tier units that we'd want. Hawkland gives us the ability to build more Demigryphs, and we might want to build some Demigryphs somewhere. Ostermark we're at 100 as well. Damn, no artillery out of either of these. Yeah, so not really much value out of Hawkland or Ostermark, or even Karakadrin, unfortunately. It looks like Vissenland's going to continue being by far the most useful with the artillery and the steam tank. Just gotta pray that we don't lose those somehow. Anyway, outpost available skip. Let's end the turn. Let's see where we get attacked, because things are getting hectic in this part of the world. And Castle Alexandrina falls again, and aha! The Spurt Mildew army has decided to get near us. Now, once again, we don't really need to fight this cinematically. The thing is, I enjoy fighting... Lightning strike battles will prevent reinforcements. Your forces will start the battle with reduced vigor. Oh, no thanks. Yeah, I enjoy watching Irogne's army fight so much that I'm gonna make this a cinematic battle anyway. Just because I just love watching the thunder of guns. So let's get to it.
Mother Kislev is in your blood. Take her courage as your own. Never
exchange of artillery fire. That's how a battle should get started. Beautiful. Alrighty, it looks like we'll be taking on 2 of the enemy Soul Grinders while we bombard them back with our little Groms and bombard their army at the same time with those rocket batteries. Man, I gotta love those rocket batteries. I always gotta sing the praises of that unit. Bet Kislev doesn't have an answer to that, like an anti-infantry, essentially, artillery piece. And oh, is that a Spirit Leech? Indeed it is. They're gonna Spirit Leech our armored Kossars. Probably afraid of getting close to it. Alrighty, let's check on the damage so far. So, one of the little Soul Grinders, I don't know why I called it little, it's a pretty big Soul Grinder. I think, in fact, it is the biggest of the 4 Soul Grinders, by virtue of the fact that it's a Nurgle unit and fairly large looking. Anyway, you are at about 60% HP. How many have we lost? We lost like, actually a fair few. Oh no, wait, I was about to say we've lost a fair few units, but we haven't actually. Those are units that were damaged coming in, so there's no real way to know. Anyway, it looks like the enemy is going to rush straight towards our battle lines. Let's see how much damage we can do with our with our artillery. Also, as you can see on the side, we're going to move up our little, no, not little Groms, but our war sleds to assassinate the other Soul Grinder, while the little Groms take care of this one. Alrighty, summoned our Elemental Bear, and let's get back into watching the enemy approach us. There we go, breath going down and into an enemy set of I think, non-exalted Plague Bearers, just regular Plague Bearers. Alright, you guys are about to fly into some very bulletful winds. There we go, the guns are firing, and now it's the Kossars and the Streltsy at the same time. Looks like these guys might actually be able to land. Not as many of them are dropping as I would have thought. So let's see, they land, but with less than half HP, and they're already wavering. Looks like the other one did manage to fly around our main battle line and drop upon these armored Kossars, though, so we are going to counter that by sending our Patriarch to heal them and to add the debuffs that he has available to them as well. These guys are sort of running alongside our battle line here, which is a terrible idea, because they're just going to take massive amounts of damage, and they're already wavering. Now, looks like we're going to get an exchange of range fire as the enemy Exalted Plague Bearers do what they do, but I think we have the superior range damage here, so they really shouldn't be trying this sort of thing. In the meantime, I believe the enemy Soul Grinder is nearly done for, and the second Soul Grinder is at half HP, being worked on by our 4 War Sleds, who have also managed to lead away 3 sets of Nurglings, not that those would have made any kind of difference to the enemy army. Urogni has also moved up together with the Elemental Bear and is now attacking the enemy Lord, because he's the only melee unit in this entire army, and he might as well make use of those axes to duel the enemy Lord. Shouldn't be too tough for him. Once again, absolutely unnecessary battle, but it's actually turning out fairly well, and it looks like some of the enemies have actually made it through. Our Patriarch is now holding them off, applying some of those debuffs to them, but also keeping our armored Kossars alive. Looks like another unit of Nurglings is about to go. We've also turned one of our units of Streltsy to fire down on them from this hill. Pretty decent position, as it turned out. I was worried that some of these Streltsy wouldn't be able to get good firing lines, but when like this, they can actually fire perpendicular to the enemy and hit him in the side. Yeah, look at those Plague Bearers melt, and these guys are actually now just standing here fighting our Patriarch foolishly, although it was sort of intentional by virtue of that sword, or Tormentor's sword, rather. Already another unit of Plague Bearers running into another unit of armored Kossars with great weapons, but that ain't gonna happen. The rest of the army is just about dead. Urogni still at basically full HP, because basically killed this poor level 5 Herald of Nurgle, while our War Sleds have killed the enemy Soul Grinders, and the battle is just about done. Glorious. Alrighty, and there we go. Everybody's melting, and the battle is over. Oh, it looks like one unit of Forsaken is alive, which is always great, because it'll allow us to move everybody close together and get to that Salyax Lullaby. Looks like our most hurt unit was this armored Kossars, who lost 40 of their units. And everybody, and I guess the armored Kossars with great weapons as well, who actually didn't get hurt as much as these ones. I think these guys got beat up by that Soul Grinder of Nurgle, so it's not all that surprising, even if it is a little bit annoying, but we're gonna heal up just fine. This army wasn't really all that threatening. And there we go, decisive victory, but it was fun, and Urogni got to play around and kill the enemy Lord, as well as be right in the middle of the enemy army and remain completely unharmed, so that's just sort of adding insult to injury. Nice. Alright, well, what do you know? That actually turned out to be a pretty fun battle. Granted, we still only lost 81 troops, which is less than 10% of our army, but a fun battle it was, because it lasted long enough for us to enjoy our gunners. Anyway, we could take the cash once again, although if we get a plague from this, and there's a good chance that we will, we probably want the extra healing, even though 3,600 is nothing to sneeze at. That's half a turn's worth of cash. Then again, 5% is not a lot either. You know what? Maybe we will pardon those captives. Nah, whatever.
No more threat.
Alright, let's see how long the plague lasts. I think it's gonna be 5 turns. I think 5 turns is the standard, so that's probably what we should expect. Man, and poor Castle Alexandrinov having been taken over and over by different factions. Oh, we got another Priest of Tal. It looks like Beledna the Defender is also safe. Beautiful. Dragon Helm that we don't care about. Ritual Enforcers X2, I think, unless I misclicked. Ally attacks army. Why is it using... is that Tic-Tac-Toe's faction? Alakwa? I don't remember the name of the faction, but what I do know is that that isn't right. Oh, well, you've done this, and... Please tell me you're gonna close this frickin' rift now. It's going to keep killing you. Ambusher discovered Jaretta's back. Okay. Somebody's gonna need to kill Jaretta again. Trading complete Svetlana Horoshko, that's great. You know what we probably need to do? We probably need to send an agent down here to close that stupid rift because the dwarfs are apparently incompetent. Kill Chant, please. Thank you. And I guess you're gonna go down here and do the honors of closing the rift for the dwarfs because they're just not gonna do it themselves. You could also stop by, but I feel like I'd rather get you to our money-making province as fast as possible, so let's not rely on that. Now, Beledna, you are going to be able to fight at Erengrad, but I think we'll leave that to next episode, because otherwise I doubt that we'll have enough time in this episode to fight a massive battle like this, especially as the control of the extra garrison units is a little bit much. We do, however, want to do a couple other things here. First of all, Billa Ovinko. Do we try to assassinate stuff now? It couldn't hurt. We get rid of one of these hunters. Wait, maybe you can see the level of the hunters. Oh, yeah, you can. No, neither one of them is all that concerning, but you could give it a try. Let's go for this guy, I think. He is level 9. Although, wait, what's the chance of succeeding against the lower level one? Honestly, it isn't that big of a difference. Let's take the level 9 one. If it succeeds, great. If it doesn't, whatever. And then afterwards, if you don't die from this... You failed, but you didn't die. You're just gonna go start stealing tech at Norden now, because I'm sick of it. Either way, we're going to attack Scrag shortly, or probably next episode. Boris, you... Why is your movement being weird again? Huh, wait, now you can move further in March stance, can't you? Very strange. Huh, well... At least that works, unlike before, and then you're gonna go into March stance, and then you're probably gonna have to stop on by... Ooh, wait. Go right here, right before this territory, so that you don't suffer any needless attrition. There you go. And then you'll go into Karakrakatan, and then you'll hit Grimtop right after that. We'll probably also have to stop this rift on our way, but, you know, not a big deal. We also have an Ataman choice. Who's got a thing? You've got a thing. What do you got? Drill Master versus Master Builder. I think the Northern Oblast is done, but, I mean... I don't see any other choice. There you go.
Winter.
Okie dokie. Who else? Who else? Beledna the crit failure. It's finally time to kill this stupid hero. Kill him. Hopefully you succeed. Oh, wow. Negative outcome is pretty big. You are still exhausted. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Can't assault these armies either, can you? No. You'll die if you try. And with them they'll probably attack together next turn. Oh well. We'll leave that to you next turn then. Vladimir Talov, you are here because reasons, and oh, hello. You guys are gonna draw these guys out into a field battle with Serena Katerin. That's actually real nice. The question is whether we will want to do this or not, as in... Do we want to wait a couple turns to heal up? I am worried that these guys will attack them. Will they win this with these guys? I mean, they do have a lot of... Oh, look. They've got all our best units, don't they? Oh, actually, no. They've got those from the Ice Court. Not from us, technically. I don't know whether we should allow these guys to do this or not. We could risk it. Fight them in the field. It's not a scary army, but we're at half HP. The garrison is nothing, and they don't have a lot of elites. I think we probably want to risk this. And then what, run immediately Osterwald to take it? I don't actually want these territories, but I still think that we should probably take them. We want Waldenhof much more than we want Osterwald. Okay, so either way, we want you to start moving down to Fortenhof. Move here. You know what? There's just enough time this episode. I think we'll just fight this. I think we can fight this and hopefully not lose any troops, but because we're at half HP, maybe this will make a worthy cinematic battle. Who knows? We'll see. I guess we'll find out right now. We'll leave the admin to next episode. Alrighty, and you are indeed going to fight, and it'll be a Pyrrhic victory, according to this. Let's see if the game is correct about that one.
Kislev has faced worse than this rabble. The motherland endures.
Alrighty, oh, what a pretty map. We got green hills and the countryside is not all snowy and stuff, which is kind of surprising, but I guess we are getting more and more southward and towards Empire lands as opposed to the northern Kislev territories. Anyway, it's also exciting to be finally trying out our Tsarina Catherine's army. Well, again, yeah, she did fight Manny, but it wasn't much of a battle, and this one, with the army damaged, should be a little bit more worth our time, I think. We got about half the firepower that we normally would have in terms of the Ice Guard all being halved. Also, damn, those elemental bears look absolutely huge against the sky outlined on the ridge of the hill there. Alrighty, well, regardless. Let's speed it up to normal. I tried to slow these guys down because I assumed that they would actually be moving towards us, but they're not, which does allow our little Grom to knock their Necromancer around a little bit, though I'm still not sure whether it's better to target this Necromancer or the Corpse Cart. Then again, the Corpse Cart is so slow it would probably get destroyed by the ranged fire anyway, so we might as well kill the Necro. And yeah, obviously, normally I would say that, yeah, you should definitely target the enemy lord, but this is just the garbage little army that's, you know, the precursor to the actual fight. The main army with the actual lord is coming in after, so this lord doesn't really matter that much. No, I suppose he will cast. Anyway, getting a few shots in with our Ice Guard. There we go. There's some volleys. Very nice. Knocking down a few of those skeleton spearmen, though obviously they are shielded. And is the enemy willing to move forward now, or just going to keep taking this bombardment? I think what they're doing is they're waiting for their reinforcements, which they've got 30 seconds on. But there goes that skeleton spear unit. Now we can take out those zombies and the rest of these guys. I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised at how long it's taking the it's taking our units to take out that Necromancer. I would have thought that the little Groms would have destroyed him by now, but I suppose since he's a small target, they probably missed a lot of shots. It is nice to see the Ice Guard go to work, though. It's been a very long campaign waiting to finally get an army with some Ice Guard. And this is just the first one. I do intend to get another one with a mix of Ice and Zargard to have a sort of elite infantry army. Plus I want one that's cav heavy with a bunch of Griffin Legion as well. Gotta get that variety in there. Alright, time to knock some bats out of the sky. Oh, it looks like the Corpse Guard is moving forward, but not for long at all. Oh, damn, that thing got focused down. And there we go. The proper enemy lord is here. Onno von Senkenhof, the Vampire Lord, at level 17, compared to that garbage little tier 1 Necro, level 1 Necro, with some okay units in here. We got another Corpse Guard with Balefire. I do believe there are a bunch of Graveguard in here, some Crypt Ghouls. We got a few units of Black Knights, though nothing as scary as Hex Wraiths or as Blood Knights, although I just realized, which is why I paused there, that Cairn Wraiths and Hex Wraiths, very, very bad matchup against the Ice Guard, all magical weapons. Ouch. Oh man, I'm just imagine like Silostra's army, full of Sirens, all ghosts essentially, or Kemmler, I suppose, just running into a Kislevite army with nothing but magical weaponry. That would be unfair. Oh man, these poor doggos all slowed down via the what's the name of the ability? Frost something. Frostbite attacks? I think it's frostbite attacks, right? Yeah, it's frostbite. Slowed down by frostbite in combination with the ice sheet going down. Alrighty, and we've also summoned a war beast, a snow leopard, which is a type of war beast. I just can't call the snow leopards snow leopards. It's not possible. It's physically impossible for me. I don't know what it is. I will literally go out of my way to call them anything else. But oh, there we go. Gonna get a single volley from just one unit into these Cairn Wraiths. Actually, how much did that single volley do? Actually, not as much as I thought. About 25% damage. Ouch. Oh, and the breath coming in as well from one of our elemental bears. The enemy hasn't really reached our battle lines yet. And yeah, there we go. That summoned snow leopard is actually doing pretty decent. Oh, just jumped over him. It's blocking him, but it's also allowing him to take damage, plus allowing our other units to attack. It looks like the remaining Cairn Wraiths are gonna move to the side here, but they're basically dead. And nope, they're gonna melt. I was gonna say send in our 2 snow leopards that are in here to attack it, but since it's dead, the snow leopards can 1-on-1 or 2-on-1, I suppose, this White King. In the meantime, there is a unit of Black Knights who are going to go after our elemental bear, but good luck getting through all that armor without any armor piercing on that type of unit. Another set over on this side of Black Knights, but they got stopped by the elemental bear and very badly beat up by our range units. The rest of the army is still not here, but they're getting closer, though they are taking shots from our little Groms now into the more expensive units like those Graveguard. And despite the fact that we have half our firepower right now, yeah, the enemy still hasn't reached us as yet. Some Crypt Ghouls moving in. And ooh, that focus on that enemy Lord, and he's about to fall. Yeah, definitely seeing good use out of these summoned snow leopards. Because we got 3 units, each of which can summon a snow leopard, plus on top of that, wow, I can't believe you're still not dead. Plus on top of that, there we go, we can summon our dodge summon. Oh, look at this. These guys are approaching. Oh, you shouldn't have stopped. The snow leopard got you. Oh, you poor Crypt Ghouls. You're done. You're done, and the rest of the army is in very, very bad shape. Oh, they had another lord? I guess they had a 3rd garrison. I didn't even check properly. Apparently it didn't matter. And over here, the Crypt Horrors, as well as some Skeleton Warriors doing good. Our Snow Leopards managed to kill this White King, and his formerly animated corpse is now just lying there. Enemies are getting absolutely annihilated. Alright, well done to Tsarina Kateryna's army. I should not have hesitated about attacking this. I figured maybe we need to heal a little bit more, but not the case. Not the case at all. Move up those serene hills, and once again we will return serenity to the countryside via judicious application of Ice Shard to the face. Or to the skull, I should say. And there we go. Well done, Kateryna, and the enemy army completely disintegrates. Their lords are all dead, and we suffered basically no damage whatsoever in that decisive victory, in that picturesque decisive victory. All right, lovely. Alrighty, well, I gotta say, I vastly overestimated the potential of the enemy army here. I thought that they would actually be able to, well, get to us, but they never did. 0 losses and very minimal damage at that. Well done, everybody. All of the Ice Guard wrecked face and those spammed ice fields also did quite well. We are going to heal up because everything else is quite useless.
Send them to the labor camps.
And then we're gonna take Fortenhof for ourselves.
I'll have your soul.
Alrighty, we're probably going to... Okay, Assault Expert for Tsarina Kateryna, lovely, a channeling step that we don't really need because we have Snowflake Pendants aplenty. We're going to take over this territory, and how much you want to bet that we're going to suffer some losses here, unlike 0 losses previously?
The shield of the old world.
Okay, I hope nobody took that bet. Okay, so we got 0 losses there as well. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. Also go to hell. Oh, we got a St. Anushka's finger bone out of that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we've been using this on Boris rather than the potion of healing to great effect, because for I don't remember how much, but considering that this is infinite use, you can repeatedly use it throughout battles as long as you don't hit the regeneration cap or healing cap. So, in my opinion, a very, very nice item, and probably actually worth more than the healing potion. Certainly makes me think about putting it on Yarogni as well, rather than that healing potion, though I'll give it some thought. Anyway, unfortunately with that, we are most definitely out of time. Next time, Zarina Katrin will continue her rampage through the vampiric territories. We can hopefully take Waldenhof and Osterwald, but I'll definitely sacrifice Osterwald for Waldenhof, because this is actually part of the main Sylvanian province, and we do actually want it because of the gold mine there. So hopefully we can take all that. In addition, Blood and the Defender is going to start off next episode by having a massive battle against the ogres here, with the garrison as well drawn in. So I think we should have this, especially as they don't have a massive amount of lead belchers, although 6 is still pretty good. It'll still be something to be concerned with, but I'm very confident with regards to that. That'll probably take enough of the episode that we won't have time for much else, in the sense that I doubt that Boris will get here or Yarogni will get here, but hey, who knows? We'll find out next time. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. For your friendly neighborhood heretic, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.